Hey everyone. Welcome back to Uncensored 911. My name is Sean. In today's episode, we are going to be listening to a variety of 911 calls. This first call is a reminder for ladies to keep their head on a swivel and to know your surroundings at all times.
Story County 911.
Hello, ma'am. I don't know if you don't have to send one out like it's an emergency right now. My name is Jarius Jackson. I'm calling on behalf of my mother. She's on the phone right now. I'm in Canada. I'm in another country, Canada. She's at my home in Texas at 2711 Driftwood Drive, and she was a witness of a kidnapping tonight.
Who was kidnapped?
And she's scared to death right now.
Who was kidnapped?
A woman she works with named Susan.
Suzanne.
Her name is Suzanne.
I don't know her last name.
She don't know her last name or anything too much about her. They just work together, and today they happened to just start talking, and the woman seemed very, very nervous all day. And as they were walking to their cars, probably not too long ago, like 30, 40 minutes ago, Mama?
They closed at 9 o'clock, so about 9:16.
About 9:16 or whatnot, they were walking to their cars.
Where did this kidnapping occur at? Where was this at? Over, where Catherine's here, Bed Bath & Beyond in Pearland.
Right there off 518, right near Bed Bath & Beyond and Chase Bank. That part
Walmart,
right there, Walmart, across the street from Walmart.
Okay, where do y'all work at? Catherine's.
Catherine. I mean, my mom's just scared to death because these people were parked next to, my mom was parked next to.
But she knows this woman as far as she knows, at least her name was Susan, right?
Yeah, but see, what happened was, when my mom was getting ready to pull off, the guy that got in the car with the girl in the back, he got in the back seat with the mask, gloves, and a gun. He had her roll down the window, asked my mom, did she have a cell phone? The girl asked my mom if she had a cell phone. My mom said she doesn't have a cell phone number and drove off. So, I don't know, Mama, did you see the girl then turn to him and say she doesn't have a cell phone or something?
Like she went to go put some clothes on?
Oh, she went to go put some clothes on. So, yeah, so I think he was trying to, get information as if she was a witness or something, right? So now my mom is terrified as well, and I'm telling her she can't even go back to work up there right now.
Is that place still open this late, do you know?
No, they closed tonight. They were closing. They closed together.
Okay.
And they were walking to their cars. And I know right now, like, I work in Canada, so I'm gone for like 6 months out of the year.
Right.
But, just talking to friends all the time and by living there myself, I know how bad the, Mexican gang cartel thing is right now, with them kidnapping people and all this kind of craziness that's going on. And, the girl was talking about how, I guess, her husband got killed so many months ago, and how that these guys, the brothers of her husband, her deceased husband, were going to her church asking her pastor about, were her and her husband divorced, were they separated, like drilling the pastor on all these different questions. And, she's telling my mom about all this today. Mm-hmm. And she just seemed nervous all day today, and she was asking my mom about
what kind of store is Catherine's?
It's a women's clothing store, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Like,
she was going to wait till tomorrow and call up there, because the girl's supposed to open the store, I think, at 10. She was going to call up there tomorrow, but, she's just so nervous. I told her, something like this, you need to call the police right now.
And you said that he had a mask on?
Excuse me? Yeah, she said he had a mask, gloves, and she saw a silver gun. And he told her, get in the car. He said, he said, open up the car, bitch, or something. And that's what kind of even got because at first she didn't know if the guy was just playing or what, but then she saw the mask. When she turned, that's when she saw the mask and the gloves and the gun, and that's when he told her, get in the car, bitch. And that's when she opened up she was like, okay. And she opened the car door and got in the car. And then before my mom could even get her key, she got her key in her car and was getting ready to try to drive off, and the girl rolled down her window, and that's when she asked my mom that question. My mom just quickly answered and drove off.
Okay, well, tell is your mom's on? Ma'am, are you still on the phone?
No, she's...
What's your mom's name?
Her name is Karen.
Karen Jackson?
Yes.
Okay, if you could just let her know that we have an officer around over there to your house, and we're going to talk to her there.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, thank
Hello?
you. Mama.
Huh?
She got an officer en route to come to the house now.
Nicholas Michael Jean, the man who abducted and fatally injured Susanna DeJesus, will spend the rest of his life behind bars. Jean abducted Susanna from her workplace parking lot, fatally injured her, and left her body in a tractor trailer. After his arrest, Jean told investigators he had targeted Susanna because he wanted her Cadillac and her money, a crime which smells of straight-up greed. Susanna was leaving her job at Catherine's plus-size store when coworkers saw her be kidnapped by an armed, masked man who forced her into her own car. The masked suspect was seen on security cameras withdrawing money from Susanna's bank account from an ATM several hours later. OnStar later tracked the Cadillac to an apartment complex. When authorities found the car, they said they found a gun inside it that was taken during a burglary. They said they found Jean's fingerprints on the gun. A second man, Wallace Ledette, was also charged in connection with the crime. It is believed that Wallace dropped Jean off at the shopping center before the abduction. Wallace was sentenced to 13 years. I have a question. Does anyone here work in hospitality? Like say at the Motel 6 by any chance? If so, this next 911 call is for you. Imagine going to work and you have to call 911 because someone dropped a baggie on the floor. And then when the cops get there, all hell breaks loose.
Jeffersonville Police.
Hi, this is calling from Motel 6.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a gentleman that's in a room, and when he went to change his room, a bag of pot fell out of his pocket onto the desk in front of me. So there's definitely something. It was a rather big bag.
Okay, and he's still there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it's Motel 6.
Uh-huh.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to have him come to the office and talk with you, and you can let him know about it.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye. Radio 78, 1042 at Motel 6, reference subject, signal 60 in one of the rooms there.
Hold on, welcome District 22, license Wendell, Windell, person census, date of birth is 5/29 of 86, white male.
78, you'll have to go with the first name again, was unable to copy.
Vincent, Vincent.
Clear.
Ladies out at Motel 6.
10-4. Radio to 678. He is Signal 80 local and NCIC. Driver status is valid 0.
10-4. We'll make contact with 202. Well, check it for me. 1204.
Unit with traffic.
Radio shots fired!
Shots fired, unit, signal 100.
Where's he at, radio?
They were at Motel 6.
Radio, code breeze, can't breathe.
Clear.
Radio, is that 680 there?
78 was the last one that talked. I've got an ambulance en route.
78, can you copy me? Yeah, I just said working on me. Go again? Yeah, barely. All right, just take some deep breaths and slow your breathing down. 31, radio on thing. Clear, where you at? For room 225. Very back, left corner opposite the office. I don't know where he's at. 53, radio, where's 78 at?
It's at Motel 6.
76 units, I'm looking for you. Where you at here? On the very back corner. Very back corner. What kind of wet one we dealing with? There you hurry up. Upstairs, in the back corner. Upstairs, in the back corner. If I advise on the suspect. Caller. Suspect's already gone. Last thing. I'm not clear. Do we have a location on the suspect?
Nobody's advised.
A unit go to the desk. He said they got their driver's license there. He's a white male, about 5'8", black clothing, black toboggan. Was carrying a black duffel bag. 78 states when he ran off.
Radio to any officer can advise on the unit down.
78. 78 down. 680's down. Top flag over 20. Where you at, 80? Top clear. Back to second floor. Brad.
Radio clear, radio clear, Hamilton, I believe 80's been hit also.
Hey, where are you? Are you in a room? Top floor. Above the office. Hey, we're here. You gotta tell us what room. He's right above the office, supposedly. Just start kicking him. Here's the duffel bag here. Anybody got this duffel bag? Help, please help. I need an ambulance.
Unit 2nd ambulance is en route.
We got him above here. He's right above the office on ledge here. I need some packs up there now. He's got a femoral artery. Femoral artery. Radio 45-4, I'm with your officer here at the rear with the EMS. Is there another officer that needs assistance besides this one?
We have 2 officers. Can anybody on the scene advise exactly where they're at?
They're in front of 207. Just come right above the office. ASAP now. Above the office is priority number 1.
Radio's clear above the office.
Get us ambulance here now. Office on the 2nd floor, ASAP.
Radio's clear. Ambulance en route. We're checking with them.
Radio, we need an ETA high ambulance. We need an ASAP, please.
Radio's clear, 76.
76, I just got off with Yellow. They advised 1 unit should be on scene. The other one has an ETA of about 4 or 5 minutes.
Clear, we need to transport for 680 ASAP. Paramedics and fire are with them now, but we need to transport.
10-4.
53 on the scene.
53.
Where you got University on standby. Hospital. We can get staff light here. We can get staff light.
Radio's clear on staff flight.
53. Staff lights en route.
Real suspect is a Vincent Wendell, is what 78 advised. Vincent Wendell. Look up anything you have on him.
What began as a routine call soon turned into a nightmare for the police. Officer Keith Brody is first to check out the call. He does a quick check on the name of the person who rented the room, Vincent Wendell. His information came up with a valid driver's license. But what the officer did not know at the time was Wendell got the room for his uncle Robert DeTillo. DeTillo was a career criminal who was hiding out after allegedly being involved in a burglary. Corporal Dan Lawhorn arrives on the scene, and the 2 officers make their way to room 204. They knocked on the door, and that's when the ambush began. There were no exchange of words and no time to react. DeTillo opened the door with one hand and shot with the other. Hit once in the chest, Brody is the first to take cover and call for help. The 2 officers went in opposite directions of the door. Broad tried to give his location as the back left corner of the motel. The injured Lawhorn lost his transmitter for a few minutes while trying to take cover. Initially, officers who responded to the Motel 6 kicked in doors on the 3rd floor, trying to find Lawhorn, who indicated he was on the top floor. 7 to 8 minutes passed before they found him on the 2nd floor. Police say they found binoculars in the window of DeTillo's room. They believe he was watching the officers the whole time. Brody was shot once in the chest and fired his weapon twice. Lawhorn was hit 3 times. DeTillo was able to escape the Motel 6 and barricaded himself in a home, while police spent hours trying to negotiate his surrender. Meanwhile, 2 other men, Vincent Wendell and Kyle Bieber, were questioned and released. I will get back to talking about these 2 in a second. A SWAT team and hostage negotiators and federal agents descended on the neighborhood where the house was that DeTillo was barricaded in. Substances and 2 pipe devices were later found in the motel room. They were safely detonated there. The weapon in the shooting was never recovered. Police found a box for a .45 which was the same caliber fired at the officers. Ammo for several styles of rifles and shotguns were found in Bieber's apartment. Negotiators tried for hours to persuade DeTillo to come out of the house. But the standoff finally ended when he took the coward's way out. Police had deployed gas inside the home and then discovered DeTillo's remains after the 10-hour standoff. Vincent Windle, who helped his uncle Robert DeTillo get a motel room, was charged with assisting a criminal and was sentenced to 37 months. Carl Bieber was sentenced to 1 year. Family gatherings. They can be fun. Until that one family member sits down at the dinner table and everyone's eyes roll into the back of their heads because they know what's coming. Don't know what I'm talking about? Well then, maybe you're the family member that I'm referring to and you just don't realize it yet. This next call is about to shake you to your core. And the backstory is even worse.
Santa Clara 911, what's the address of the emergency? Exactly what happened?
I don't know. There's a lady laying out here on the sidewalk.
Okay.
And she's bleeding.
Okay. Are you with the lady now?
Yes, she's right here.
Okay, hold on 1 second here. Let me write what you're saying, okay? Advertise it.
Okay. Hey, stay with me. Stay with me.
Okay.
Yes, stay with me.
Okay. And so how old is the lady?
I don't know. She's my neighbor. She just moved in like 2 days ago. She looks like she's probably in her early 30s.
Okay. And is she...
Can you guys help?
Is she awake?
Yes, she's awake. Is
she breathing? Is she breathing?
Yeah, she's breathing,
okay.
But it looks like she's going in and out of...
All right, hold on now.
Stay with me, babe. Stay with me. Are you okay? Come on. Stay with me. What happened?
What'd she say happened?
I don't know.
Okay, is she completely alert?
No, kind of.
No?
She's looking at me.
She's looking at you?
It's okay.
Okay.
All right. Is the ambulance coming?
Yeah, we're going to get the ambulance started right now. Hold on for me. Do not hang up, okay?
I won't hang up.
So we're coming right in front of... correct?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm
Don't hang up. We're going to help her, okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no problem. Together we're going to do this. Okay, and I'm going to help you do that. Where's she bleeding from?
I don't know. It's on her arms.
Okay.
Under her arm. I don't know exactly where it's coming from.
Okay. Paramedics are on the way, okay?
Okay.
It all started with an argument at the dinner table. Devin and his brother-in-law Ashikin were going at it, most likely over family dynamics and personal relationships. And that's when Devin lost it. He shot everyone in the house, all of his family members, including himself. But there was one survivor, his wife, Abba. She had just arrived from India. Scattered inside the 3-story townhouse, officers found the remains of the suspect's 11-year-old son and 4-year-old daughter and a 35-year-old man and his 25-year-old wife who were also visiting from India. Quite the host Devin is. An 11-month-old girl who was the child of the couple who had recently arrived from India was alive when paramedics arrived but perished later in the night at the hospital.